And he's went through and goal and he should have scored right away.
Mate, you wearing that Foo Fighters tap again?
What you talking about?
Foo Fighters.
Stone Island, man.
Here,
Mate, I was kidding on.
Bob,
Alright,
how you getting on with your McQueen's deliveries?
How am I going on with my Queen's deliveries? Mate, it's night and day.
Oh.
Mate, right, I know how mental that clip went, right?
Aye.
I take it all back, man.
Do you?
I think it's a brilliant, mate.
They are, aren't they?
My milk's there. I've got the wee cooling box. The milk's in. Keeps it cool.
Yep.
Fresh. Delivered. Not a problem. It is the best, and I can highly recommend McQueen's Dairies.
Do you know what? My eyes have been completely opened with all the different products that McQueen's have, because not only do I get the milk now, I get the apple juice.
Ah.
I get the orange juice. The Waynes have a wee bit of the chocolate
Milk.
Oh, it's tremendous.
Do you dabble in it or not?
Oh, damn tootin'. Oh,
But
how you not got an order yet?
Where's it? I mean, you can only me about the whole, like, it's used to it, but how you not got a milk order?
I know, man.
you know what it's like? It's used to. I just like to jump on the bandwagon, so wait till you see this.
Have you jumped on the bandwagon?
I've got my order coming right now.
What?
What? Not to your house to hear?
Bring it in, my man. It's coming here.
Delivery for Mr. Tool.
Oh, boys, oh, boys, oh, boys.
Oh,
You've got eggs a lot.
Eggs. We've got the apple juice. We've got the chocolate milk. We've got the strawberry milk. We've got the semi-skimmed. We've got the full fat. We've got the full skimmed.
Hey, wait a minute. That's
Toll
a proper
delivers.
McQueen's order.
Oh, how
Hey,
you...
Toll delivers, just like McQueen's.
It's good gear, that, innit?
Good gear. Welcome to Pint 2 Shots. It's a podcast. It's a football podcast. So we're live here at the G4 Claims Studios in Howisha.
Wishy.
Wishy.
This week's podcast is sponsored by
McQueen's Dairies.
McQueen's Dairies. Who the funk it? Who the funk it? We're delighted.
I told you they're the good guys.
I'm telling you.
They're the good guys.
We are absolute corporate shills, aren't we?
I love it.
McQueen's Dairies,
Yep.
the best, freshest milk.
Oh, absolutely. And by the way,
Products
you can sign up as well to McQueen's Dairies if you get to the website www.mcqueensdairies.co.uk, and if you sign up for a wee run, a wee delivery, then you can get 50% off your first order. Just use the discount code McQueen's50. Oh, look at that. So then you even get a wee bit.
Bob, you're passing your find out to everybody. Everybody's benefiting from
See,
it.
the thing is, right, see if we take a wee trip down memory lane, right, and we go back a few weeks.
Yep.
I knew that was Dane.
Yeah, that man.
I was getting them out there.
You're good
You
at
weren't
this.
even signed up to McQueen's, were you not?
Mate, I was putting them over.
No, never
Really?
rigged it, man.
Hey, no,
We'll get the McQueen's rigged.
I like your quarter zipper, bro.
I know, I feel it.
Told man, you purely like Dale's apprentice, man.
Me and you are wearing the same. We're like ushers.
I feel-
and they're taking him in. He's the main man.
I feel like the gaffer. Yeah. The milk 11.
Yeah, right, all joking aside, McQueen's Dairies, right, that stuff we were talking about a few weeks ago. When you see their TikToks, but see some of the ring doorbell.
It's been
my
funny.
God, it was so funny.
Yeah, their social media presence is class,
Did
man.
you see the one of the pigeons?
The pigeon.
flying out?
Aye, Getting chased after pigeon.
They didn't even bleep it either. They don't care, don't they?
Aye.
Magic.
They've turned a corner, haven't they? They've turned a corner.
They've sort it right, man.
We've rehashed their look, man.
Aye, we've put them over big time.
Yeah.
We're brand ambassadors now. We're milk influencers. We're milk influencers.
Or milk fluencers.
Milk influencers. The very first ever milk influencers.
Hey, man, we're all about the calcium.
I know.
Hey, listen, honestly, stop pegging each other.
Oh, class, a bit civil there.
No, what I was going to say, I feel like a gaffer, man. Who would have been a Christian Dairy? Craig Moore.
Here, wait. Milky Mackay.
Milky Mackay. Anyway, McQueen's Dairies, we absolutely love your work.
So they do a lot of good work for like nursing homes and stuff like that and charities, and what they've got is a wee thing in place where there was a guy who's in a nursing home now that used to be a milkman. And they took him out. They took him out on the run and all of that to take him back to the day. Do you know what I mean?
See, that's the thing. I mean, this is, they deliver your milk, but you're not seeing what else they do. They go above and beyond. A lot of good, great charity work, got to care homes, like you say, and their milk is fresh.
Yes.
McQueen's Dairies.
McQueen's Dairies.
Have they got a tagline?
Whatever floats your boat.
Hey.
Milky.
Milky.
So we have to say, very, very thank you to McQueen's Dairies.
Very thank you.
Flap him up.
Oh, you should have seen him yesterday. We had our panto photo shoot day, man. You should have seen him yesterday, man. So he turns up, he's playing the king, right?
I didn't know I was going to be the king.
Right,
Right?
you're the king, mate. So I use a duel.
I'm the mayor, he's the king, right? But he done his usual, right?
Hey, McKing.
McKing?
The king. McQueen and McKing.
Mulky McKing.
Okay, McKing.
Mate, the usual, right? Doesn't know anything about the tale, right? The story comes up.
What is it he's doing, Jack and the Beanstalk?
Jock and the Beanstalk,
And I
right?
couldn't tell you about this. I've never read it or
Right,
watched
so he
it.
turns up and he's like, right, you're the king. Oh, I'm a king. And he's like, the king better than the mayor, right? Aye, and I comes in and he goes, hey, Bob, king's more important than the mayor.
I was confronting folk before I saw Bob. I was like, just to confirm, right? The king beats the mayor, doesn't it? And I'm like, tidy. Bob! I'm a king, mate!
What's your name? What's your name in it?
King Clunker. King Clunky.
Is that not a bit close to Cranky?
We did think that, but...
Do you know what I mean? For the pavilion, there's a bit.
Aye.
It's a fitting tribute.
Aye, it's a tribute because it's fine. Everything's okay. And I'm Mayor Mankey.
Mayor Mankey.
Mayor Mankey and he's King Clanky.
I couldn't get it.
Let me get this right.
Aye.
Was it not Jack and the Beanstalk that she fell off?
Yes.
What are you saying, Granco?
I like how he said in the Red Jack the Beanstalk as if it was some sort of big novel.
Oh, I think it is.
It's a very popular kid's tale.
Aye, but it's a fairy tale. It's a pamphlet. It's not a book.
No, I think it is, isn't it?
It's not a full book. It's a short
Mate,
story.
it's a book for Wayne's, but
Aye, but it's a short story, isn't it?
Well, you'd know your short stories.
Aye. It's obviously the book's not really like thick, like
like fucking King Clunky.
No, but I was a bit delighted at getting the old king. By the way, my back was sore all day yesterday. That big cloak I'm going to have to walk
must be
about
carrying the rest of that cast on your shoulders,
I
bro.
can't wait to see you with that after
I know, man.
I know it's on stage.
I'm going to drop mailing a couple of pun. I promise
Is
you.
it a big heavy
Aye,
like,
mate.
like cape? A big regal number?
Just think when I'm dancing to Pink Pony Club. No, right, no.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant, man. I was thinking that yesterday when we talked about music. I would have liked that.
Aye.
Me and you are doing that.
You know that they're going to do that Agamani one and you're going to sing the wrong words one night.
Well, mate, do you know what we ended up doing?
Funny.
I'm King Clunky. I'm climbing the big beanstalk.
That's what they were doing. That's exactly what Zoe Kelly said. She was like, that's going to be a pantomime where they change the words to it and they put the name deal on it.
I'm King Clanky.
Aye, but we were doing the photo shoot just round the corner for the pavilion.
West
And,
Regent Street.
they're like, okay, guys, now it's time to move up to the pavilion theatre. Are you okay just travelling up in your costumes?
We had to walk up. At one point, see when the photo shoot was done, right, me and him left before everybody else because we wanted to get down and get changed because we were done. And me and him are just swaggering down Renfield Street, just forgetting your awareness and people walking by like that.
You lost a bet.
Aye, usually, who lost the bet? And I went, Nenny's, mate. Well, both of us, mate. Look, it's Nenny's, know what I mean? But then we walked up the first time and these workies just wanted a photo. And the guy didn't acknowledge, like, Bob, Grado, no one got a selfie. See you later, mate. But didn't he mess you with my wearing that?
Aye.
But he's walking up with the vape.
Of course he is.
He's walking up with the big panel costume and like, alright, boys. Like you saying to my man, you want a photo in it, bother, bud.
Standing with a fucking crown on.
And then we stood at the bus stop where, right down for walkabout, because that's where we were doing the photo, so the pavilion's in the background. And he's actually standing at one point as if he's a king. Buses came by and he's just on this. He's like, what are you doing, man? It's like buses are getting by going like that. What the fuck's Grado wearing, man?
Fucking swelled up. He's lost McQueen's deal.
That prick's fucking believing his own headlines now. What am I doing?
I can't wait, mate. Bring it on.
Running up Renfield Street shouting I'm the king of Scottish entertainment.
But do you know that way? But I actually felt, I went into Steph last night. I was like, Steph, I'm the king. And she's like, oh, you deleted it with her. I was like, I'm actually a wee bit. Because I'm always like, you know what I mean? Like, Jakey or something. You know what I mean? You're always daft names like Hammy and Flammy and...
Aye. That's what I was thinking. See when you said you're playing the king, you're playing the mayor.
But I think this year we might have a lot more being like the good guys for a change.
Right, aye.
But we don't want to give too much away.
Listen,
These are always the good guys, really.
Aye, listen, at least we'll know, right? It doesn't matter what happens, we'll always be...
Righty-tighty!
Did any see the game at the weekend?
you want me to tell you something?
You must be sick, you're right,
No, we're not. We want it to be bigger.
You want it to be bigger?
Aye. Mate, that's our pension. you don't fucking mock your own catchphrase.
Nah, man.
Nah, man. Shing Blink is about going, nah, man.
Righty tighty.
Right. His would be, alright, tighty. Nah, man.
Oh, that's excellent.
Brilliant.
Righty tighty.
Nah, man.
That's a belter. Oh, put that down.
That sounds like something a king and a mayor would say, by the way.
No, I'm saying. No, man. Nah, man. Righty tighty. Nah, man.
Right, that's enough. So, what have we got next?
We're going in tour in
What have we
June.
got next? Hang with.
We're going in tour in June.
Okay,
Mate, come on. You be careful.
You, that stuff
Going
is
down
like
with fucking
crack.
diabetes.
Diabetes.
You can review it on your wee YouTube channel, the wee chocolate milk, huh?
I will.
No, you should.
I
You
will.
actually should.
I actually
Aye, you
will.
should. Mm-hmm.
You're fucking wido. Right, so
I was piece of
You're
shit.
being legit.
I was about to.
I'm not going to review it on my YouTube channel. They're only paying us for A-Pats, brother.
I just thought that would be a nice thing to say.
But was it pizza company paying
I made the pizza myself.
Aye, but with the people that give the ingredients paying I made the pizza myself.
Righty tighty.
Nah, I mean.
Fuck yes, man.
Did you see the guy that does the food reviews get caught out? The guy with the beard?
What way?
What way?
He was-
Tom to wins.
No, he was not talking to me. No, he was basically getting the folk to. Fuck's
Mate,
sake.
you're wearing McQueen's
Are you
gear.
saying?
I know.
Are you saying he was getting them to pay him?
Aye.
Aye.
there's a-
Gary?
No, see the thing. Do you know who's come
There's a
out?
guy I follow called Gary and he had to put a video out the other day going,
Got a beard?
I don't get... No, he's not got a beard.
It's not him, mate. That's who he was
I
talking
love
about.
Gary. But Gary's
You're
listening.
talking about
Just a lovely man.
Takeaway, the guy that drives about in the van and he gets
No, the man that my father met in the train.
Well, do you know him? He's come out and I think this is what you're
But he's
talking
came
about.
out?
No, he's come out and he said that see all the other food reviewers.
Aye.
They're going to the places and they're asking them to pay them.
Right,
And
come
then-
on, right, let's be honest here.
What?
Are we all surprised by this?
No,
Come
but,
on.
No, but see the thing is, right? You're not getting a
Authentic, I know what you mean,
exactly.
mate.
So
Aye.
he doesn't pay them, right? He goes and he tries them. He buys the food. He doesn't get any freebies, and the money he makes is off his YouTube views and stuff like that, right?
Because basically he was saying was the following and the stuff he's got, he shouldn't need to get paid
Exactly.
because he should be
Aye,
making
aye.
enough money off. his-
So he says he's making double because he's charging them. What was it, £750 a review?
It started at $1,500 and then he was putting it down.
So he was going to a seaside.
Might start that next summer.
See, he went to a seaside, like we seaside town, say, like for example,
Salkits.
Salkits or something, right? And he contacted all the takeaways to see what ones wanted him to do a review. Charged them something, and 10 of them took him up, so he made $7,500 after
Wow,
one day.
But who?
reviewing-
And what
reviewing
guy's
foods.
this?
This is the guy.
So he's admitted it basically.
There's two.
What was
of
in
them.
Lorraine or something like
There's
that?
two.
Franco, get a photo of him up so I can see him.
It's the food review guy. It's not Beard Meets Food that I'm talking about. It's another guy. But
sorry,
it wouldn't
guys.
surprise me if Beard Meets Food's been doing it as well.
Mate, I think the Maester and probably do that. You know what I mean?
See, Beard Meets Food. For what I heard back in the day, actually.
I'll tell you something that didn't do it. Ravy Davy. He was honest. He was honest.
Aye,
Well, I tell you,
good
see that guy
selling
Gary that I
all
like. See Gary that I like. He wasn't fit last week. He went to Rick Steen. No, I love Rick Steen. I've watched his videos for years.
that guy there.
Right.
See the guy on the right with the
So this is the guy that's been charging the dough.
aye,
Yes, it's
Aye,
called
right.
Food Review Club.
aye.
Right, so is his name Mud now? Has he been outed?
No, he came out and he done a repost, like, and he
But
responded to the
what-
guy's video.
Right, so, talk me through this. He didn't come out off his own back. Did somebody rumble him?
What happened was this. See the what do you call the guy again? Grant, it's
The whistleblower.
the takeaway.
Rate my takeaway guy, the big fella.
Rate
The
my
OG.
takeaway, aye,
The OG.
the first guy to do it, kind of thing. He went to a place and just out of, I think it was like out of curiosity, he went like, "Has any other reviewers been here?" And the guy said, "Somebody came to us, but they asked us for money," and we said no, and he was like, "Who was it?" And the guy told him who it was. So he's like done a video and called them out, and
Called
it
them
turns
out.
out that all these restaurants then got in touch with him and said, "Well, he's asked us for this, he's asked us for this."
So it's been a domino effect.
Aye.
The first one's been
Aye.
So it's kind of food review wars.
But see, obviously, because there's a wee guy Gary I watched, and there's not much to this fella, right? I mean, but I think that's why I like these guys. See the guys that don't try hard; they're just
Aye.
naturally themselves. There's nothing. I mean, he doesn't have any catchphrases.
Since the wee guy you showed me John Pant was just sitting at a table just eating.
Aye,
just
Gary.
like kind of wee shirt and all that.
Aye. And he was just going, look, I just got about with my boy and we review places, and he went to Rick Stein or Stein, whatever you call him. I've watched his programmes for years, and he went to his fish and chip shop for the second time in 6 months, and it was barking, and he wasn't feared to go out like, I can't eat that. He was going, that's a bump. He goes, it was $36.99 for fish and chips, a portion of curry sauce and scampi. And I thought, good on that guy, because he was going like, I don't want to do this. He's like, I legit don't want to put this place down. He goes, but I need to. He's like, this is absolutely rancid. You know what I mean?
Well,
he's not getting squared up for that, is he?
But that's the thing, like, I think when you see some of these reviews, you would go, you've well been paid to say that.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Because you've been to some of the places and you go, come on, man. It didn't look like that when I went.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
It's like walking, like falling down when he goes in and tries to get the burger.
Aye, it's like when you see a McDonald's billboard, the burger doesn't look like that.
Well, I've been to events where you see TikTokers and stuff like that, and I go, right, they've been paid to come along. That's part of the deal, but
that's the world we live in.
That's their job, innit? But I mean, see when you're making, I understand that, right? But see when you're making the money that these guys are making off of YouTube, I mean, you're talking thousands per video.
Well, it says here he's got 4 million followers across all social platforms.
So you can imagine the amount of money that's bringing in, and then he's going and charging these folk. So the issue is not that he's charging them, Stevie. The issue is that you don't know if you're getting an honest review. That's the issue that he's bringing up.
Well, you're not getting an honest review because you're getting paid off of people.
You're not going to take £750 off of somebody, right? And then go like that. It was shite, I wouldn't recommend this place.
No,
do you know what I mean? You're not going to do that.
I know, exactly. Hell mend them.
Right, we do what I want then. What about the Fitbit then at the weekend, like we said? Bob, I don't think you caught it, did you?
Mate, that is the weirdest feeling I know for him ever, because I had, obviously, my niece's birthday party, then we had to go up to the host bowl, so I didn't see any of the game.
You didn't see any?
I seen maybe about a combined total of 10 minutes on my phone, because Leo was just last at my niece's party. He was just standing watching the game. So he was keeping me in the loop, and then I didn't see any highlights.
Really?
No.
I must admit, I watched the first half, and then I thought, because I had the PFA Awards at night, I thought I better iron this shirt, and it takes me a good hour and a half to iron a shirt to do it right.
Aye, to get it proper.
Oh my God, so I started it at half time, and it wasn't about the 75th minute, and I'm going, am I missing much? Steve's going, no.
I kind of felt once Celtic scored, the two teams looked quite happy to take it wrong.
It kind of killed the tie.
Do you know what? You know when it's a nothing game, when all the fallout is to do with the likes of like
the band, the tifo,
all that man, and other folk, and it scunners me, man. The stuff, see how like just sometimes like a lot of the stuff that we've seen folk at the game, it doesn't matter what size. See, sometimes, man, it's just like
a buckfast bottle.
Man. What are you doing?
I know, man.
Not for the first time either. It happened to Joe Hart as well. Remember, except it smashed in the goal mouth, the bottle.
Aye.
It smashed?
Aye, it smashed. They had to pick up all the broken bits of glass. It's just it comes with the fixture. They're going to end up putting nets up. They're going to, and it's fucking pish, man.
And other videos that ended up getting released as well, folk in the crowd and stuff like that. It's fucking depressing, man.
It was the most.
That's what always when you know there's not been a bad decision thing, when there's not been any crash.
There was no controversy at all, really, wasn't there? No. And Maeda. So Maeda goes round and goes through right at the very end, literally the last kick of the ball, Stevie. All he needs to do is tap it after right. Johnny Kenny's got a tap in, but he tried to go round Kelly, and Kelly get his hand to the ball, and then the referee really just blew the whistle after that.
Yeah, it's probably just like the road, boys.
I think everybody in the crowd was like that and all. I mean,
there wasn't much.
It wasn't a great atmosphere or anything, wasn't it?
It wasn't.
Let's be honest, it was
a dead rubber.
Just a kick about.
Tell us about the PFAs.
Yeah, no.
How'd it go?
I was alright. I went up and went up there on Sunday night.
So it was a good night.
Fucking roasting this McQueen's club, by the way, honestly. But the PFA Awards were really, really fun.
How did Big Granty boy do hosting it with Emma?
It was brilliant. Grant, Stott and Emma Dodds were superb together. And there's fucking CBD.
So it is.
Barry boy.
Who's at the front door now?
He's got t-shirts now for his lad.
We strapped half again, man.
This week's podcast is sponsored by, again, CBDOilScotland.com. I'm just getting a wee top up here today. I've been on these new CBD gummies, which are tremendous. I've been taking 4 a day, and they're tremendous
The
for your
best.
sleep. I take one as soon as I wake up, and they're beautiful as well. So
They're the
they are.
best.
But in terms of the likes of like my wee injuries that I get through the wrestling and stuff like that, the problem that I have with my thigh, which you ended up getting.
Well, I've still got it a wee bit.
Aye.
I get it. Do you know when I get it? When I'm going to bed at night.
We'll take these.
I know that's what I've been doing, and I've been putting the balm on as well.
Aye,
and it's
balm's-
kind of like when I go to bed at night, it goes numb. And obviously, Big Teddy Boy who gets anxiety when the dishwasher's on. We've got the new
Yep.
dog.
Well, I know somebody farts in my dog gets
Dog.
anxiety, so this is very, very good for your dogs, for your pets. This is Canimal, and it's a wee treat as well. So if your doggy's been good, you go, here, boy, here, boy.
Well, mate,
here,
the thing
girl.
is, man, you gave your dog out of trouble for doing a shite in the house, and it wasn't. It was a toy. So neither one of your dogs got anxiety. Do you know what I mean? It's not.
I do feel bad about that. It was a wee kind of black boot thing, and I thought it was a shite.
You
I thought it was a shite.
Was it Claude or no?
Aye, it was
Mate,
Claude.
Claude, man. Claude needs to get on the dog bites, man.
No. So he's going to be on the dog bites as soon as we get home today. And we're about to do the CBDOilScotland.com competition. We're going to reveal the winner of that amazing competition. Who's going to see Barcelona versus Villarreal?
And the thing is with this, right? Barcelona playing Real Madrid this weekend. You kind of want Real Madrid to win, so it pushes down to 1 point, and then their game against Villarreal.
Exactly.
It's going to either be a party or a title decider with a party.
So how are we going to do this winner then, boys?
Totally, boy.
6591.
6591 is going to be the winner for the tickets and the trip to Barcelona versus Villarreal. It could be a title party.
Okay, we've got a winner.
I've got a winner.
We've got a winner.
We have a winner, and the winner's name is Darren Kerr
Darren
from
Kerr.
Kilmarnock. So
Oh, he's a Kelly boy.
There we go.
A Kelly
Ideal.
boy.
So Darren Kerr, you are the lucky winner of the trip to Barcelona. All expenses paid, flights there, match day tickets, full hospitality
Wow.
for Barcelona versus Villarreal.
I mean, what a prize that is.
Listen, so
for
keep an
listening,
eye.
for listening to a podcast.
Amazing. And by the way, there's plenty of competitions that always come up with CBDOilScotland.com. So put a wee favourite for CBDOilScotland.com on the website. And if you're ever getting your CBD oil, don't look anywhere else.
No.
Apart from CBDOilScotland.com. Get the new products that are just being put up for sale because they're absolutely tremendous. They really are.
CBD Oil Scotland, CBD Oil.
You can trust.
Oh, hey.
PFAs.
PFA. Oh, hey. Right, come on.
Right, PFA Awards.
This weekend.
Was brilliant. I have to say, I was going a bit there going, because I saw that, what do you call him, was up for an award. Hibs. What do you call him again? Plays for Rangers.
What?
The song I done for him.
Egamani.
Egamani. I was like, right, I'm going to end up at a table with him. I was like, I bet you I do. As with Jordan forever.
How did Big Grant do?
I mean,
Was Grant
Big
good?
Grant was brilliant.
Him and
me,
Emma,
Jordan,
wasn't it?
me and Jordan had a good laugh, by the way. We did have a good laugh.
Funny, man. You're a bit funny with Jordan, aren't you?
Aye, very, very funny. We've got differences.
Yes.
Have his opinions on a lot of things. No, but we had a right good laugh. He's a vegetarian. Oh, he's a pescatarian.
He's a pescatarian.
He's a pescatarian. I'll
He's
tell
a
you.
fucking pest for that.
He's a pest.
Was he drinking?
No.
He's not. Do you know Jordan hasn't drank this year?
Was he not?
He's not
He was
had-
telling me that.
He's not had any alcohol this year.
Telling me that.
That's,
so he was.
that's nearly 5 months.
He's looking good, by the way.
But Maeda won Player of the Year. He came in. He looked cool as a cat, to be fair.
Aye.
Did he? Aye.
was
Did he
like,
actually come in because he was at the Celtic Awards?
Yeah, I liked his glasses, mate. All right, his piece. I liked his glasses.
Oh, here we go.
And was
man.
this on Sunday?
Aye.
I like because he had the 2 Player of the Year awards. That must have been how you never bothered his arse on the fucking pitch on Sunday.
Any of the Rangers players look cool.
What? Was there any Rangers players there?
Any of them look cool, but
What?
any of them look cool.
Barry looked nice in his. Barry was there. He looked good in his suit.
Wouldn't hurt you to fucking mention them once now, you know what I mean? Tell us, was Barry cheering you?
Yeah, aye.
He said that, didn't you?
I bet you wanted Gerrard.
Mate, I don't think you ever did say you wanted Gerrard back.
I did, but.
Sunday night, no, Barry, I want you.
Barry, I was going, I wish they said that, Barry. I wish they said that, Barry.
Who told you that?
I had a bit of banter with him.
Did you present an award?
No, I was a bit raging that, no.
Jordan presented one.
So I'm
didn't
sitting
he?
there with Jordan, we're getting our starters and all that. Jordan, I was going, you present the award?
I would have loved to see.
Oh, man, I didn't one.
No, mate, we were going to talk about that, but you're still thinking back. We're standing on in Redfield Street and he's standing dressed as a king, and this guy's walking by and he's standing talking to Backstage Bob, right? And he's having a wee blare on that, and this guy comes out with his phone and he's all like, come here. He's like, Bob, I got a wee photo, but he's mid-conversation with Backstage Bob. He's like, what's this cunt then? Right? These people start around the crowd going, you'll be kicking yourself later. He didn't want that, man.
No, I says, you regret that when you're older.
That's it.
Who was it he called me? He's just a shy wrestler.
I said you're a shite wrestler.
Is it, wait, is this wee guy?
But fucking 50.
Well, it was about fucking 40s, aye.
I thought it was a Wayne.
No, it was a guy.
No, it was an old guy.
He must have been an old guy.
Hold on, Bob.
Aye. He's like backstage, well, that's it. So it's cunt then. I'm only boring, mate. What's that?
Standing like King Booker. Anyway, so IPFA awards were good. Had a really good laugh. Networked. Try to get us more sponsors and that, boys. Cut our roofing companies and that.
Fucking hell. Any more sponsors and it'll be sponsors.
Who's it? Don't know it. It's the new roofing company.
Yes, it is, like.
No, mate, it looked a good night, but man, I can't believe that was that award, but
I know.
what's that all about?
But I think it's because
Probably after the last thing.
It was, but I did say
Try to get it out there, man. I hope that.
Well, I did say, because I was like, because I never get invited last year, but Fraser Bishop, Fair Play, came up to me and went like that. He goes, it was an oversight, Grado. We loved what you done that year when you were up on the stage and all that. And I was like, right,
Was Fraser pissed?
Do you know what? I tell you who likes the podcast, Gordon Dale.
Oh, aye.
He was going like that. I think he was winding him up. He was going, I can't believe I'm talking to you right now. He was going like that.
You didn't impress him?
I just can't believe. No, that's what I don't think I can do.
I'll tell you something. I'll bet you was being genuine.
He was
I bet you
he was
just
going,
like
this is
$2
just
down
blowing
and all
my
that.
mind. He was like, Alan Fiffy, $2 down. And I watched that podcast and I was like, I can't believe we're even speaking now.
And you said they never miss his pint too short.
He loves it. He's like, I can't believe you've never asked me to come on before.
But that's
so I'll give you a shout.
Well, nobody who somebody told us the other day.
But John tells before that he didn't like to do podcasts and stuff like that.
Aye.
And Gordon and all.
Aye, Gordon did.
Aye, Gordon. I said that to Gordon Duncan. I was like,
Yeah, I don't think Gordon said it. I think Gordon said he's a bit shy.
Aye.
But John was like,
I
nah.
think he's funny as fuck.
Oh, he's brilliant.
mate.
He's brilliant.
Funny, man.
He's really funny. We should get him on.
We should.
We should get him in.
But then
It's time we had another funny person on here.
Aye. And then I ended up.
Drink your milk.
I go, so
Grow tall. Drink your milk and grow tall.
I says, it was about, because I ended up drinking and all that, and I told Steph that I'd be coming home, and then I was...
Did you book a hotel?
I had to, man. I was like, it's the price, and I was like, I was with James McFadden, and I was like, can I stay your bit? And he was like, if you want. I was like, was your missus gaff or not? He was like, probably no. I was like, you got a wee sauna or something that I can fucking... And then I was like, forget it, man.
Imagine Faddy saying when you're up in the morning, Grado's sprawled out in the fucking couch with his fucking Maltesers and his boxers, man.
Rolling sausage in one hand. Pint of McQueen's in the other.
Vape still in the mouth.
He made Trifle on the worktop.
And I have to say, I fucking spent about 2 hours making that Trifle, and I put it in the chat, not one he's even said it.
Sorry, mate,
I don't like trifle.
Mate, so I just put up and down to the hospital a lot, know what I mean?
It did look... Oh, you can fuck off.
What?
That's the reason why
That's terrible, you. Oh, I couldn't talk about your trifle because I've been on
I've not got time to look at stuff, Taylor does all the time, I've been busy.
Imagine doing
He
that.
does come back.
He knows I'm
Brilliant,
jesting.
brilliant, man.
I'm only jesting you.
But by the way, not one person in the house even ate it either. I was sitting there on Monday just eating it without the fucking bowl of
With a ladle.
fucking put it in the bin, man.
Cussing every one of us.
I'm not in love, so don't forget it. Wait on a fucking
Oh, that's man.
trifle.
Phone is, Steph, I'm just in Faddy's house, I'm on my way home, going to get a trifle at the fridge.
Stephanie,
Maybe
get my
touch that
trifle. Get my trifle eating trousers out.
I would say Trifles aren't like a...
It's gorgeous. Trifles are gorgeous.
It's an acquired taste.
My trifles are gorgeous. What you got to say?
I just say
They're
because
nothing
no, it's a dying game. I don't know.
By the way,
Aye.
can I say something? You're bang on as a dying game. It doesn't get the respect it deserves.
I fucking
gorgeous.
I deserve a dying game.
It is a dying game. You're right. You don't hear it.
When was the last time you heard the bread and butter pudding?
Aye, I fucking old spotted dick.
Semolina.
Aye, but hold on, Grado, we're talking about desserts.
I'll tell you something, my trifles are gorgeous.
I tell you.
And it's like, I'm not going to go there with you.
And I'll tell you what, and I will put my hands up. I did cut a wee shortcut. I used Devon Ambrosia fucking custard.
That's
But
not you.
I did make mine handmade custard 2 weeks ago.
Aye. How do you make your custard?
How do I make my custard? It's eggs. It's the.
Do you use McQueen's eggs?
By the way, that's what I might do for the weekend.
Don't touch
Well,
him,
you
I'm
can't
taking
eat
him
them.
home.
Oh, sorry, I will
I'm
not
taking
get
him
eggs.
home.
Toes claimed the eggs.
Toes getting the eggs.
Fucking
Sammy-
right. It was
Sammy
me
get
that
the eggs.
bought that delivery, mind.
Oh, aye, true, mate.
Sammy
true.
get the eggs.
Sammy get the eyes and the eggs.
But it's with the egg yolks. That's what you do. It's egg yolks and
Can I-
double cream and loads of
Can I-
sugar.
So let me get this right. 2 seconds, Stevie, sorry. Egg yolks, custard, egg whites, meringue.
No, you're right.
Oh, you're right. Hey!
No, you use the egg.
Oh, I just
the egg
got
yolks. You use egg.
that's
It's just
funny.
egg yolks, sugar, vanilla essence, and some double cream, and just boil it.
Aye.
Boil it.
Can I just bring some up? You're talking about Sammy. Sammy getting eggs. I don't know if you want to cut this out or not, right? But
Absolutely.
I bet you use the toilet.
Don't even.
I bet you, come on,
Right,
come
okay.
on, come on, it's not bad.
Alright, alright.
Right, so I went to use the toilet, right, at Tolls, I went to a piss, right, because he was fucking about with the camera and all that, right, he was trying to get his camera sorted, right, to do a wee video on the way in, and then he'd forgot the camera back in, so I goes into the toilet, Sammy gave him the bag, but the camera wasn't in the bag, right, so he's opened the bag and it's not there, and they had to go in again, I went, I need a piss, so then I'm doing a piss, and he's like, Sammy, that camera wasn't in that bag, and she buried him, man, you need to stop leaving things lying about it.
Aye, I get absolutely Tory fucking ribbons, mate.
I'm starting a piss, God, he's getting absolutely buried, man.
Oh man, all I could hear was the fucking piss stopping and starting and stopping.
That's funny,
And I
man.
could tell
You
it's
need
'cause
to
he's
stop
like,
leaving things lying about, Christopher.
If he's 8. I just want the fact you
I know.
with me poly bag with his camera in it and all that.
I know, I was gutted, mate. I was not when my friends are in.
Mate, that's a funny
Not
story.
in
that's
front of
funny,
my
man.
friends.
That's
Aye,
brilliant.
it's
I love
funny.
stuff like
It's
that.
funny, aye.
I love stuff like that, man.
What else she's been up to?
Fucking bitch.
Oh, better cut that bit.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. What did we do the weekend? I'm trying to think.
Did you get tailed off for it?
Oh, I'm going to tell off every day.
I laughed and a wee fart's not
Did you
good.
do a wee pimp?
Aye, a wee laugh fart. Fart of the week.
Start of the week.
Oh, yeah, I was in Parliament a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, mate.
Oh,
aye,
we
that
were
was-
talking about
boys,
it,
that
but
was
you've not
funny.
spoke about
No, mate, right, wait, I tell you this, right. And so we're done there, right. It
That's
was,
funny, man.
what about?
It's just you outside the parliament.
Mate, I know, man, it was stressful.
Holyrood.
Mate, it was stressful. It was really stressful.
Save ours.
No, that isn't what it was.
No, I know, mate. I'm trying to fucking
I know, but mate,
shine up.
it was like watching a mental panto.
Was that?
You're standing there watching SNP arguing with the Tories, right?
Same thing about man in the scooters with me on it. I can remember that.
Aye, Hamza,
walked down.
mate, that's it. I was walking out. Hamza's at the end. I'm coming out.
Patchy.
Hamza's coming through a door. Opened the door. He's like, "How you doing, Stephen? You okay?"
Aye.
I was like, "I'm all right, mate. How are you?" He's like, "I know, but I was like, tell Graham I was asking for him."
Really, did
I was like,
Oh, did he? Aye.
"Sorry, mate."
I'm the only one that actually fucking supports the cunt and he's talking about you. Know what I mean?
That's a bit of it. That's brilliant, man. That's
Fucking
brilliant.
hell. I'll send a fucking everything, me.
Oh, what, man?
That's superb, by the
It
way.
was like a pure fucked up school trip, but
Anyway.
Holyrood, man.
We've got a guest, by the way. We have
Oh.
to say that we've got an episode coming in the next few days. Lennon Miller from Motherwell, the Motherwell captain, is going to be joining us for an episode of a Pint and Two Shots to podcast.
Right, boys.
So, listen, there's a lot of jungle drums, shall we say, about Derek McInnes going to Hearts.
I
I've
said
not
that.
heard
I said that years ago.
I've not
McInnes
heard
to
jungle
Hearts.
drums for a while. That's a great one. That's
isn't
brilliant.
it?
Jungle drums. Mate, McInnes just walking down.
Dancing like that mad techno Viking.
Do you know what I mean?
Imagine
Do you know what
that,
I mean?
walking round the Time Castle
Aye.
track doing
Aye.
that.
By the way, I wouldn't be surprised if that.
The bat signal. Get off McInnes with a heart signal. Sorry, mate.
I wouldn't be surprised
And do you know
too.
what else would...
You're such a wanker.
Go, mate.
All I was going to say is, I think there could be a mutual goodbye between Kelly and Derek McInnes with that one. If he's got 2 years left in his contract, there'll be something kind of sorted out.
Do you think he's maybe taking Kelly as far as he can?
Because I don't think he's a bad manager, man.
What
He's
about
he's a
manager?
very good manager.
Look, I mean, look what he done with Aberdeen as well. Like, how many cup finals and all of that did they get to with Aberdeen? He's
I just see McInnes as a Hearts manager. I don't know. I just do.
I think the problem with Kelly is, like, he can't sign players. So he's having to wheel and deal, get free transfers in, maybe bring through the youth.
You
and
would
then,
say it would be nice to see him back in that scenario where with Aberdeen he'd a bit of money, could sign some players,
Aye.
and then he was a second
It's
force
like-
for a while because we weren't even up in the league.
that's
But
right.
you're arguing it's a toss of the coin between Aberdeen and Hearts
Or Rangers.
to be the third force.
Because
You've got to dish Rangers all day and say
but
Celtic
I'm
players
s-
are cool, man.
No, I thought you were going to say. By the way, he's still no out of the Rangers job yet.
Well, aye.
Do you think you'll be in the running for the Rangers job?
It might be. I just, right, see, speaking of that, I know we're thinking, but listen, do you know what I was just a wee bit not concerned about when Dave King was on talking about the Rangers job, going, I don't even think that's what they're even thinking about right now. They're just trying to get it out of the line. You're like, surely if they're going to be taking on a club, they'll need to know. You know what I mean?
Right, Dave King's not going to come out and go, it's signed, sealed, delivered. He needs to
I
say
don't mean
that.
him to say that,
no,
but what
he
he's
needs
saying
to
is...
say that. If they've put that Thelwell in, that's the 49ers that have put him in.
Right,
He's in there to oversee things while they cross the T's, dot the I's.
Right.
I would say so. That's my thinking about it.
What's the name of the actual company that's
49ers Enterprises.
Is it? So it's actually 49ers. That's mad, isn't it?
Because they're no daft, right? The Champions League qualifiers are, what, 60 days away? Is that what it was? I'm sure I've seen it. It's not that far
The
away.
thing is, people got mid-June, right? The transfer window doesn't open until the 12th of June.
That's mad, isn't it?
So there's not really much they can do anyway.
Aye, but still, it just feels a bit kind of bizarre. I was a wee bit kind of surprised at that Chris Jack putting out that they're definitely not going to look back and not get Gerrard. I just thought, well, who's making these decisions then? Is that the current Rangers board that's making that decision, or is that what the 49ers are coming in to say?
I'd say the 49ers.
But what have they got? What reasoning have they got to say?
But I think what you're saying there, Stevie, about how close the Champions League is, right? Can you afford to leave it that late to bring a manager in?
No, but they're not going to... They're saying, right, obviously, nobody says... They're not going to bring a manager in before then. The only people who said stuff was the takeover won't be done by then.
Right.
But if anybody thinks a manager coming in isn't getting brought in by that mob that are coming in are daft, that mob officially and legally won't take control of the club until a certain time. But behind the scenes, they'll still be going, this is who we want.
I think it kind of happened with Leeds as well, though. See, when they took over Leeds just had a new manager in no long and they just fucking give them the bullet.
They're not going to let the old board pick the manager.
No.
That's absolute madness.
No, but then I don't know how sure you are in that Thelwell coming in for that new board. How do you know that for sure?
I'm just imagining it would be. I don't know for sure. I'm just putting two and two together.
Don't know, man. I don't know. Either way, I think it needs to get dealt with.
What about Chris Jack? Chris Jack said that he reckons it might be somebody that's got zero connection to the Rangers.
That's what I was just saying.
Neil Lennon.
Sorry.
Neil Lennon.
Aye.
I think that's what we need.
Neil Lennon?
No.
I know what you're saying. I think see when you get somebody
fucking fed up with looking at managers that used to play for us, that used to be the assistant manager, just fucking rip up and get a brand new start.
Aye, but to be fair, the only person that has been brought up with that regards to that is Gerrard, is it not?
If you look at it though as well, I know that you want somebody that's not connected to Rangers, but look at look at fucking
By the way, that's exactly what I mean, man. I don't want to be looking somebody up on Wikipedia and all that.
Alright, Warburton done a job at the beginning, do you know what I mean? But see people that haven't got a connection, they maybe don't realise.
I'm not saying a connection, right? I'm saying looking back, because he made the point saying he's surprised we're no looking back, so that disregards Gerrard. Right. I may be going, I mean, would I take Gerrard back if it was there and he was coming back? I'd get him bored with probably, but I'm not against just no going there.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, coming back, it worked with Walter Smith. With huge success when he came back.
That's a different story.
That's what I mean, that's totally different. But with Gerrard, I mean, I don't know, man. I think with a fresh start, with a new takeover, I wouldn't be against just a totally fresh start.
Even at that, right, and don't get me wrong, the guy's a legend of the game, right? He won the league East, but what has he done in managing to deserve to get the Rangers job again?
Twice. That's a good point, mate. That's a good point.
But then I would argue, and I said it on here last week, about the one cup and 9. Everybody argues about. See, then it's only the really one cup that really matters. And he did win that once.
They should have done a treble that year.
We should have.
It was a fucking...
He's won the league without losing a game and get fucking popped out both cups.
Aye.
Halfie St Johnson. Was it both cups?
Aye, both. It was that. No, it was St Mirren put us out, was it no? St Mirren put us out the League Cup, St Johnson put us out at Ibrox.
That's right, because did the goalie not nearly score?
He did score.
No, he did score.
He did score.
An extra time.
Aye, he scored.
Last minute basic man.
St Mirren, because Davis had just equalised and then went out of part and scored.
That's right.
It was a midweek game, wasn't it?
The fucking goalie scored.
You're thinking the St Johnson game. The St Johnson goalie came up and scored.
No, I know. I'm talking about, he said the St Mirren game. When they scored that.
Bassett had a shocker that game, I remember that. I think that was one of the only games he played.
Shirley's boy.
Aye,
No said that for a while.
Shirley's boy. Oh, yeah, I liked Bassett.
Anyway.
But no, what about you happy? You happy with Brendan and all that? Everything cool? Everything rosy in the garden? Moseying on to another treble?
it is all nice and stuff like that, but I don't know what's going to happen in the summer. I think we need to sign 2 strikers, man.
I seen, right, here's a thing. I saw, was Gordon Duncan and Chris Sutton talking and asking Sutton, obviously Celtic will be having one eye on what's happening with Rangers. What do you feel about Rangers getting took over on that? What do you think?
I see, to be honest with you, like, it's been mentioned for so, like, how far back have they been talking about Red Bull and all that, right? Like, I'm talking years and years and years, like, and for it all to come to fruition, it's a wee bit surreal for me, you know, because I've seen that the shambles that Rangers has become. Let's be fucking honest about it, right?
Aye.
So if they come in and they manage to steady the ship and they get a manager that's got a bit of fucking nous about them, and they manage to get players in that can play to his style, it's only going to be exciting for Scottish football to have a 2-horse race again, right? But I don't know how it's going to work. Like, my thinking is, somebody mentioned that they come in, this company, buy Ibrox, buy Edmiston House, and then immediately Rangers have got a fair bit of fucking money that's an income, and you can then spend it, because you know what the financial shit's like, you know, right? So for Europe, that's major, right? For Scotland, it doesn't count, I believe. I don't know if there's any real rules with regards to
there's no
financial fair play in Scotland, right? So you only need to cut your cloth according to your pocket for Europe. So if they come in and buy the 2 plots of land and sell them back to Rangers, or
I think they will rename Ibrox and that'll bring more money in. They'll definitely do that, I think.
What needs to be done is they need to make sure that they don't fall into the traps that they fell into before with outspending themselves. But this company's got fucking billions and billions, so that's not the point. The point is Rangers as a company cannot outspend themselves the way they used to, because the financial fair play thing's going to fuck them if they do. So it's exciting. It might put eyes on Scottish football where other investors go like, well, maybe Hibs, maybe Hearts, maybe.
Well, if you look at one of my talking points, the boy for Brighton is putting money into Hearts. Well, looking to.
I saw that, was that
Tony Bloom?
9 million or something like that, was it no?
Under 10 million to take
29%.
Aye.
So not even a controlling stake. So that's literally just an investment then, isn't it?
Aye.
And who's saying down the line that somebody will not come for Celtic or not?
That's what I mean.
I know.
That's what I mean. It's exciting times, because you've seen this happening all over the football world, and for
Apart
it to
from
finally.
Scotland. Aye.
I've always said, right enough, we're a footballing backwater. There's no doubt about it.
Well,
but
look at the
Celtic
15
and Rangers are massive. Right?
I think the country's just a backwater in general. It's like we're just looked down upon.
Do you know what I would love to see, genuinely, right? See if Rangers get this over the line, right? They've got these multi-billionaire owners, right? Use Scottish football as a plaything, lads. Come in, fucking buy St Mirren, buy Kilmarnock. Go like that. Oh, I don't like him and he's bought Rangers. I'm going to make sure that his team isn't as successful as my team. You know what I mean? Go for it. It's fucking, it would be some buzz, wouldn't it?
The teams are just pawns in this game.
It would be like playing football manager when you do the money cheat.
It's like Squid Games. It's you know what I mean? Literally what they do, sitting
Millionaires just sitting in a room full of hundreds of tellies.
Aye. Tell you what, man, I'm going to invest 40 million in fucking Rafe. You know what I mean?
Mate, why not?
Yeah, I thought you'd have went with Montrose.
Now, listen, see my point that I'm making here. Do you remember when Mills Brookston bought Gretna?
Gretna was so exciting, man.
Right? And that wasn't... That guy didn't have the money that
That's
we're
mob
talking
have got.
about, right? So he's taken Gretna for non-league football all the way through, got them a penalty shootout in the Scottish Cup final.
It was a couple of horses he owned or something like that.
And exactly. So it's there to be done. Somebody could invest money into Scottish football with a wee team and just fucking go through the game like nobody's business.
Well, it's when you see how they can get into European football, isn't it?
Exactly.
There may be some investors that go, right, I want to put all this money in an English team where we're still going to need to compete with your Man Cities, Chelsea's and the rest
Against
of them.
multi-million pound teams as well, man. If you do it in a lower team here, you're not competing against any cunt.
Exactly. And then if you're successful in Scotland, like Grado says, you get European football, you get to test your mettle against fucking Bratislava. Do you know what I mean?
Man. Arania Vladikavkas.
Exactly. Artmedia.
The league is needing it, because let's be honest, there's not been a title like a last day since Rangers won at Kilmarnock.
Aye.
No, there hasn't.
And I always get...
Because even when Rangers won the league, it was done. Was it done before Celtic
Oh, it
even
was
won it?
fucking... Aye, it was.
Then it's like, I was watching a clip for Friday and they were talking about Fast Car Friday in Doncaster, right? Talking about how like they couldn't use a chopper because of the restrictions on a Friday night. But I was just watching him in an interview going, how's this guy still involved? For years and years and years, why is this guy still your man Doncaster just talking outside
Doncaster.
Hampton,
I
right?
thought he was talking about the football team.
Right, no.
Doncaster Rovers.
Do you know what I'm going? How
It's as if he's unsackable.
Aye.
Mate,
And he
he's a
said,
fucking dinosaur.
Do you think all this mob coming out of Rangers and they see all the people that are in charge of the Scottish football are going, who are he staffed these?
I'll tell you something just now. What's going to happen with these new people coming in for Rangers? See that streaming thing that I've been talking about?
Oh, mate, that's been doing the rounds a wee bit.
Mate, I'm fucking telling you, these people will be the driving force behind
the
it.
three spoke about.
That was a shared idea.
Aye,
Come
sorry.
on.
Aye,
That was
aye,
a shared
sorry.
idea.
He'd fucking say us.
But I was
He would say us.
Yes, we
I was, when I done my interview with the Daily Record the other day. No, but do you not think so? Like, that
Oh,
could be the
mate.
catalyst for something like this.
Maeda, no deal. What you think?
A new deal?
No, what you think? Jake, you'll sign a deal?
Nah.
Nah, you got cash in.
Mate, he's 28, eh?
Mate, I think about it.
Mate, where are you feeling now, eh? He's 28.
He's 28, he'll be going to Kilmarnock in the summer, eh?
Okay.
Mate, I think about it, man. He could have been better dressed on Sunday, actually. Mate, I think about it.
Oh, look at him shiny selling now, man.
The only reason he wore, mate, the only reason he wore that clothes was for all his pockets, so he could put his awards in them.
He's had some season, hasn't he? But
Unbelievable.
would you not say Hatati's more likely to go than him?
It wouldn't surprise me if the two of them left.
I think the two of them might go this summer.
Neither it would.
Long's Hatati got left in his...
That's it, mate. That's the last of the Japanese
What?
fellas. If Hatati and
No, how long's he left in his contract?
he
Hatati?
just signed a new contract last
Right.
summer. So him, Carter Vickers, Kyogo,
Maeda's no signed a new
he's
deal.
no signed a new deal. They all signed new deals. Alistair Johnson, I think, signed a new deal.
They missed him in Saturday, by the way.
Mate, you know something that really you don't realise how good he is until he's not there.
Who played right back? Ralston?
Ralston, aye.
I love it. He's playing him.
He didn't have a bad game, Ralston. He didn't really have a bad game. I don't think anybody stood out in that game as having a great game or having a terrible game.
Well, I'll put my hand up for Raskin. I thought Raskin bossed it.
I actually
Yeah.
thought Barn had a good game.
Actually, I will say that I thought Raskin was excellent on Sunday. I really did think he was
Unlucky with
excellent.
that
on Sunday.
offside either.
I know.
was well, as
Did
soon
you
as he
see his
saw-
interview after the game?
No.
Again,
I just wanted to fucking go out for a beer with him. He seems
Aye.
like the nicest
Aye,
guy ever.
Aye.
I was a wee bit disappointed with Balogun in that first header, man. I don't know why you get that mask off.
He's above the ball too.
That's the thing we're asking as well, man. We're not fucking funny
Aye,
place
pickle
with him
with that one.
because if he doesn't sign that new
Yeah.
deal, you need to sell him now. You need
Aye,
to sell him.
exactly.
Let's up next year.
He's got 2 years left, but if he doesn't sign the new deal, you need to sell him.
what do you
100%.
do with Suter?
He's a squad player at best.
Because
He's not signing a new deal, but
who?
Suter, is he?
No, I'm just saying for as in general because you
Did
look
Chris
at him.
Jack not say
He was
he's-
having no a bad game, and then he just has this brain
Has a
fart.
mate, he has a
out in
brain
it.
fart all the time.
Because what
Every
was
game.
it? Did you see the goal?
No.
It was an actual shambles.
No, I did see the
Aye,
goal. Aye, I did see it. I've seen.
Like, what's he trying to do?
He does it. He done it against. He
In Europe as well, by the
done it
way.
at St Mirren last week as well. Remember St Mirren?
Did dilly dally in
Aye.
the ball, no? He
For me-
gave away the penalty in Bilbao, didn't he?
Aye, he's go. I seen Chris Jack talking about it. I was at Josh Avari saying he said
Cherry was in Boydie's team of the year, wasn't he?
Who was?
Suter. Aye. He's had a contract in front of him for ages apparently, and he's just not signed it. And you're going,
Maybe he's not realised it, sir. What is this bit of paper that's been in front of me?
Nobody's letters and amongst the car parking fines.
I wouldn't lose sleep at him, man.
No. Who out of the current Rangers squad do you
Raskin.
say is
Raskin.
indispensable?
I don't think there's anybody that's indispensable.
Not indispensable,
no,
but
no.
you know what I mean.
The only ones I would keep is probably
Raskin?
Raskin, Agaman,
Diamande would stay probably, no?
Diaman.
Oh, I wouldn't even be just sharing Diamande.
Oh, I like Diamande.
I wouldn't even.
I like Diamande. I don't think Agamani's a player that you think he is.
No, I
No,
think.
I think he's got potential.
So I think if he get a pre-season, he didn't have a pre-season. Remember,
His first professional season,
and
innit?
he's been played out of position a lot. See if you just
Aye.
give him the number 9 jersey with a good pre-season under his belt, I think he would.
There's only one man that's wearing that number 9 jersey, brother.
He'll be away.
He's got to go.
After that goal
I
on
don't-
Sunday.
I
That was
don't
a good
care.
goal, that wasn't it?
Great goal.
Listen, I'm
but
not-
how bullied did Liam Scales get for it?
It's not like
See-
Leicester to bully him.
I can't put up with another season of that. And
He'll
I
be
think,
away.
and he was right with he says in his press conference, if you were to turn around and say, before I signed or just when I signed,
40
I would
odd
give you
goals.
40 odd goals, you'd bite your hand off for it, but I can't cope with it.
The Dessers say that. He can't cope with the shite he's getting.
No, he says he doesn't bother about shite he's getting now, basically.
He says it bothered him at the start, but what he did say is, this is one that I read, but apparently he said something about, like, if you were to ask the Rangers fans, you know, in 2 years' time, you've got to return so many goals.
You would have bite the horn off it.
Well,
But,
that's what they're saying about the commentators. You never seen much of the game. Obviously, you didn't really watch it, but the commentators were saying how Dessers and Ida, they're returning this season. If you had have said it at the start of the season, you'd have been happy with it. But it's not really about the return, innit? No.
Well,
It is and it isn't. It is and it isn't, right?
Do you know what I think? Dessers is actually doing his bit, right? The goals. It's other but folk about him. There's nobody in the Rangers team that can get
I think
a lot of goals or double figure.
That's an argument to an extent, man. I don't think he does his bit. I think he does his bit, right? You could argue, you put the goals down, right? He does his bit, but there's too many big games. There's too many times where you need your striker to bully a defender, get you up the pitch, score an important goal, and he's just anonymous. There's too many times I've watched him, but mate, that's a good argument.
I do get that, but you look at Rangers middle three, they don't score enough goals.
No, they don't.
They're Celtics, even like. How many goals has Carl McGregor scored?
You're right.
The box this season?
He scored 9 for outside the box.
Diamandi's not a goal scorer. Raskin's not a goal scorer.
I think if you're... My view as a striker, which I was always listened back in the day, see, as long as they're there to miss the chances, law of averages, they'll eventually get a goal. I think Dessers is always there to miss the chances, but I don't think Ida is. Ida's not always there to miss the chances.
You spent a good few bob on him as well, didn't you?
Exactly, he was £9 million.
But the thing is, man...
Come on, does he get a bad name? Ida, for the Celtic fans, does he? Aye?
Mate, I just don't think he does enough to justify what they paid for him, that's all.
If you look at what they paid for him and what they paid for Kyogo, it's, I mean, they paid nearly double.
Aye,
So-
nearly 10 million for Ida, wasn't it?
Aye.
Aye, 9 million for...
But I know they're totally different players, but see if you look, that chance on Sunday where he goes through, Kyogo's just going to... He'd have dinked that at the goalie.
100%.
Aye.
100%. He's got to score that chance. Did you see that one?
No, but Dessers would have just been a fucking...
Mate, nobody near him. Threw on the goalie. 1-on-1. Doesn't put that away.
I thought Kelly done all right there, no?
He made an arse that the first half and all when he should have put through Forrest.
Yep.
And he put it too heavy.
His decision making's poor.
The whole season's been a car crash.
100% of your claims.
Not 10, not 20, not 30, not 40.
Graham,
not 50,
what can G4 claims do for you?
Well, first of all, if you want a podcast, they've got a studio. But first and foremost, they're involved in accidents. They ain't your fault.
Call 01698 767 172. That's 01698 767 172. Or get them on the WhatsApp.
Get them on the WhatsApp.
But to get them on the WhatsApp, you need to go onto the website, which is notatfault.co.uk. I think, not fault claim, no, it's not me. What's the name? What's the name, Grant? What's the name?
Oh, and by the way, I did see your wee conversation last week on last week's episode. That was a
Oh, did you see it? I phoned up one of the fellas that had, what was his name again, Grant?
I can't remember his
One of
name.
the wee fellas?
One of the fellas that made a claim. And he was delighted with the service, says that G4 dealt with it from start to finish, took all the hassle out of it, just like we see on these wee adverts, took all the hassle out of it. He was a Rangers man, so I hung up the phone.
Aye, but there you go, a good testament.
Yes, and they will sort everything as Toll says from start to finish, shortly out with a like-for-like vehicle replacement. G4 claims, not at fault
Claims made easy. This time next week. What are we going to be doing? What are we doing?
Aye, afraid.
My arse will be making buttons at this time next week.
I don't daft with
Come on.
Greenock?
You've tried the balls at the pavilion.
I'm not talking about the show, I'm just talking about being in Greenock.
for the house show.
That's how we're not selling tickets.
Oh, because here we go. A pint and 2 shots live at the Beacon Arts Theatre Thursday the 15th of May. What a lineup we've got. We've got former Rangers and Blackpool, striker, Dundee, the lot. Charlie Adams going to be there.
Striker.
Oh,
That well-known striker.
Well-known
you know,
fucking Fox in a box, Charlie Adams.
Charlie at home.
Did he never play striker?
I don't think so. I don't remember Charlie Adam was
right midfield, I know that. But
That was an advert for the dogs there.
Wasn't it?
Left midfield.
He was there right midfield.
Aye, but he played right midfield sometimes.
He ran on the pitch.
Aye. Charlie Adam.
Charlie Adam is going to be with us alongside Off the Balls Tam Cowan. So if you want to get to that, it's next week, Thursday the 15th of May. It's going to be a Pint and 2 Shots live. Get your tickets at beaconartstheatre.co.uk and be involved with the show. We're going to get you involved in it.
He's going to absolutely tear us to ribbons, isn't he?
Aye. That's what you want to see, man. If you want to see us getting absolutely pelted
The
off
roast
Tam
of-
Cowan.
the roast of vapour.
By the way, you could score
That thing
that.
he put on fucking Instagram was brilliant. Can't wait to get tore into these fannies. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. Mate, you think you're sharp? You think you're the funny guy in this town?
Oh,
I
man.
know.
Hey,
We're going to need to get wee Jimmy to fill in for me.
I've never felt so attacked in my life when I'm on.
I remember.
What's his show?
Off
It used
the
to go
ball.
on telly.
Offside.
I went on it was a wee guy.
Oh, when you
man.
try and get footage of that.
Buried me. As soon as I started talking, I went, Stephen, it's alright, he came out of character. He just buried me right through the off. I was like, my dad's in a crown, I'm pure like,
That's brilliant. Remember doing one of my speaking things at the Fitbit and all that. Was up for about half an hour. As soon as it finished, hand it over to Tam Cowan. He's like, what a lot of fucking shit that was. I'm sitting there going,
like you're good tough.
what am I like?
No, but where can we get tickets again? Where is
Yes, beaconartstheatre.co.uk. Or is it Beacon Arts Centre?
it? Beacon Arts Theatre.
Theatre, I think.
Is it? I think it's...
Just type Beacon Arts into Google.
Fuck, no, I mean, who
Aye.
puts things into websites these days? See, when I think about it, when was the last time you went www? You always just Google it, didn't you?
It's
It's got the first link.
beaconartscentre.co.uk.
Aye, beaconartscentre.co.uk.
Yes, there we go.
Stephen found out because he searched it on
Because I
Google.
searched on Google. There we
See,
go.
yeah, see he's next Thursday, Fuchs.
That's so